Have you ever wondered why some men have the most amazing relationships while others are living a life of quiet desperation? Today I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 behaviors that high value men exhibit that allows them to have deeply intimate relationships so you can have the same. And be sure to stick around to the end of this video to learn the 3 things that high value men never do with women. Now with all that being said, let's dive right in. A high value man is confident. He's really clear on who he is and what he stands for. And he's got really strong family values of integrity, love, respect and freedom. So he gives himself the freedom to be who he is, unapologetically himself. And in doing that, he gives other people the opportunity to be themselves. So he's magnetic, and this is really attractive to his partner. And this is how he shows up as a confident leader in his relationship. A high value man is a man of his word. And this is incredibly important for relationships. As humans, we like predictability. So because his wife knows that she can rely on him, that when he says something, it's going to get done, this fosters predictability, which in turn creates trust. And trust is the backbone for any healthy relationship. And this allows his wife to feel safe, knowing that he'll show up every single day, looking out for himself, looking out for the family, and looking out for her. A high value man shows up for his kids. He knows that he's not just a paycheck, and he wants to be around his kids. He doesn't spend every minute of the day in the office and at work. He wants to be spending as much time with his kids as possible, interacting with them and creating a really strong bond. And this has a knock-on effect on his relationship. His wife sees how he shows up for his kids as a loving, caring, understanding father. And this makes her feel more safe and even more connected to him. A high value man speaks his mind. He doesn't let issues stack in his relationship, and he addresses them in real time. And because he does this, his wife feels like she knows where she stands with him all the time, and this fosters again more trust and safety in the relationship. A high value man sets clear priorities. His wife and his kids know that they are number one in his life, and he does this by the quantity of time that he spends with his family, but also the quality of time he spends with his family. So you will not find him working all the time and prioritizing work. Any time he has, he's spending with his wife and his kids. A high value man practices self-care. He understands he can only really show up for the ones that he loves most when he looks after himself first. So he sets aside time each week to take care of himself physically, mentally and emotionally. And this allows him to be the bedrock of support that his family needs. A high value man practices radical self-ownership. So you won't catch him blaming or shaming his wife for how she's showing up in the relationship or her deficiencies. Instead, he decides to take leadership and to be a role model in the relationship, which is a much more effective way for bringing about change in the relationship because his wife sees how he's showing up and wants to emulate him. A high value man's parenting is on point, and this greatly comes down to his excellent communication skills. He's able to communicate effectively with his wife to understand her values and beliefs so that they can come together and decide what's important for the kids. And because they're able to show up as a united front when it comes to raising the kids, his wife feels understood and really close to him. A high value man prioritizes his relationship. He doesn't put the kids first, he puts his relationship first because he understands that the greatest gift he can give his kids is by modeling what a strong, loving, intimate relationship looks like. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch this next video on the 3 behaviors that high value men never do with women.